anyone can help, it's the professor. After all, didn't he bring her through the fever when she was only 10? Now, why don't you let me bring you some nice candy pie and Yorkshire pudding? Can't be getting down on yourself, you know.
No, thank you, Jameson. Perhaps touch brain.
Very good, now. Ah, Professor Van Helsing, can I get your breath, sir?
No, Jameson, thank you.
How is she, Abraham?
She is resting, poor child. I asked Helga to administer laudanum. Sleep will help her most, I think. Cecilia, will you go over these symptoms one more time? Perhaps now I can make more sense of it.
Well, like I said in my letter, it all started about 6 weeks ago. I would have written sooner, but the disease is slow to manifest.
She is weakest in the morning, right?
Yes, a little worse each day. At night, she seems to strengthen, then lapses into some sort of trance. Sometimes she even wanders outside the house.
But you locked the doors.
Yes, of course, but she keeps finding ways out. It's almost miraculous.
And she remembers nothing of this happened.
No, nothing at all. Do you have any diagnosis, Abraham?
I have common sense. She is exhausted. As for diagnosis, I am in the darkness.
Surely there's some test, some laboratory analysis.
Cecilia, when tested on, as a good physician you have performed. What we can learn of her mind, Dr. Van Zandt will tell us with the new techniques of Dr. Sigmund Freud.
Here now, I've heard him. Doesn't he claim that little boys have wild notions about their own mothers?
Jameson!
Yes, Mr. Jameson, that's the man. It's really quite a fascinating field.
Shocking, I calls it.
Well, all I know is that the 2 years since you sent her to me, Helga has done wonders with the patients up on the hill. But this case seems to have her completely baffled. You are the greatest rare disease man in Europe. If you can't puzzle it out, I don't see any hope.
Calmly, Cecilia. There is always hope.
I promised old Colonel Murray as he lay dying that I'll look after that girl. By God, I shall. I love that girl as if she was my own.
Never fear. You shall cure her. Now, Mr. Jameson, do you think you could have the carriage ready for me?
Of course, Professor Van Helsing. Shall I drive you?
Oh, no. I drive myself. I find it rather soothing.
Very good, sir.
Be careful in town, Abraham. Folks from the sanatorium aren't all that popular these days.
I shall be charming old world tourist.
Ah, Helga, how is she?
The laudanum's taking her.
She is asleep, finally, poor thing.
That's a mercy.
Dr. Benson, Helga, we have not had time to prepare our findings. Your observations.
Of course, Professor. I've taken copious notes, beginning on the 14th August. Patient manifested severe depression and recited to medicine for 2 hours. At 1:45 p.m.
Capsule summary, please, Doctor.
Oh, yeah. Page 49. Depression, lethargy, and somnambulism. Followed by hyperactivity and euphoria. She often rallies and talks incessantly, but this is not uncommon in British women of her age. There are symptoms of pernicious anemia, yet she has a perfectly normal blood count. To me, this indicates psychosomatic induction and aberrant manic depression.
I see.
Can't say I do exactly.
Is anemia, but not anemia. Is lethargy and hyperactivity. Very useful, Doctor. The days in Vienna were not wasted.
Danke schön, Herr Professor.
Afraid you specialists are just confusing me.
The carriage is out front, Professor. Would you like some coffee before you go?
No, thank you, James.
You're going to travel, Professor?
To Whitby, to send the cable. I think I should ask my colleagues to send me a Lazarus wheel.
A Lazarus wheel?
A device used to induce trance. Perhaps mesmerism will prove useful.
I shall run to the gate with you and ride back. The air will do me good.
And discuss your diagnosis? Good evening, Cecilia. Have courage.
Take care, Abraham. Somnambulism? Delusions. Does she discuss her dreams with you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Coffee back?
Yes, thank you, Jason. Have some for yourself. Look.
Thank you, ma'am. Will Lord Godalming be calling this evening?
What makes you think he might?
Oh, well, ma'am, he's stopped in every other night for the past several weeks.
He has, in fact,
Shouldn't have seen her at all if I hadn't taken the long way up from town.
Oh, of course. The funeral. Follows me. Hope everything went off all right.
Yes, ma'am, as well as could be expected.
Dreadful thing. The girl was your cousin, I believe.
Oh, yes, ma'am, it did wrench your body's heart. Little closed white coffin and all. It'll be a sorry day for the monster what did it when we get our hands on it, ma'am. 3 girls in the past month, all with their throats torn out. There's some in the village that say it's an animal, but I should warn you, ma'am, there's more that say it's a madman.
Well, damn it, Jameson. I know they're talking bad about the sanatorium. You would think, after 20 years,
You know how the men are. Give them a few pints and...
the stupefying ignorance. What do they expect me to do? Shame my patients to the walls? These aren't the Middle Ages anymore.
Well, greed don't mix with reason, ma'am, and besides, it's not just us.
What do you mean, Jameson?
The country folk are awfully suspicious of strangers.
But what kind of strangers did you have in mind, Jameson?
I mean, whoever's taken up the old abbey. Word is some European fellow moved in 6 weeks ago, but nobody's ever seen him. God only knows what sort he is.
Not only God, but I know as well. He is a Transylvanian nobleman, a scholar. He studies English folklore.
Really? How did you discover all this?
I met him last night walking on the grounds. His name is Dracula, Count Dracula.
Here now, what was he doing on the grounds in the first place?
Jameson, I think you should confine your concern to inspecting your bards.
Yes, sir.
And has the attendant keep a special watch on Mr. Richmond?
What? Your number 1 loony? He was as good as gold at supper time. No nasty business today.
Still, he has been so restless these past few nights and we cannot be too careful.
Very good, Doctor. Will there be anything else, Dr. Seward?
No thank you, Jameson.
Just ring if you need me, ma'am.
You say this fellow's name is Dracula?
Yeah, I invited him here this evening. He is a wonderful specimen. I must speak with him further. I trust he will not mind.
What sort of chap is he?
I find him fascinating. Psychologically, he is proud, arrogant, and untempered by the civilization of Western Europe. I should admit I would love to psychoanalyze him.
Well, it's all right with me, so long as it doesn't upset Wilhelmina. Helga, do you really think the professor discovered what's wrong with her?
I don't know. It's so strange, Cecilia.
What fool's pounding on the door at the dead of night?
Sewer unit, are you in there?
Lord, tell me.
I'm coming. Don't break down my damn door.
See, you've got trouble. Dr. Van Zandt.
Lord, get on me.
Have you seen this outrage? Morning Globe muckrakers are at us again. Mysterious events in Whitby. Village girls murdered, drained with blood.
Well, it's a bit vulgar, perhaps, but I don't see what the problem is.
Whitby, site of sewage sanitarium where modern-day treatments of lunacy are rumored to have taken place.
Oh, God!
Just so, goes on like that for half a column. I bet you it will be the topic of discussion in every pub in the county tomorrow. Journalists, filthy sensation mongers, making capitalism out of others' misery. Got to snap you down the effrontery to sign it. Some get called Harker, Jonathan Harker. Sounds like a poof to me. I'll give Johnny Boy some news if he crosses my path. CD, fetch me a brandy iron beat.
I will bring it, my lord.
Now look here, CD. You may be a fine doctor. You may have saved my life in the war. You may be my best friend and all. But I can't go around defending your damn masala forever. Being Lord of the Man does not swing the sticky tin back in the pages did.
But my lord, this is unwarranted. We have set the highest standards here.
What you have set, Dr. Van Zandt, is an absentee record. If one more lunatic goes wandering about on his own, the cottages will be up with torches and pitchforks.
Really, Lord Godalming?
Don't protest. I'm aware of your breakaways. That's one Renfield made a positive career of his.
But we have been so cautious since his last escape. He has been in my special care.
And much good that's done. Perhaps Seward should get a man for a man's work.
I call for it, not your fault.
Well, I suppose. Sorry, Dr. Van Zandt, my blood is up and this business could get sticky.
I can assure you, every necessary
Every necessary
Oh, sorry, ma'am. Want to take this window? Gave me the opposite.
Please, Dr. Stewart. It's mine. Mine. Don't immortality. No power deadened. Blood is life.
Here now, Renfield, back you go.
No, let them continue.
The master said it, so it is done. Now you eat decades. Barbarians no life from that. But the living blood, still pulsing with the strength, the essence, glory.
So he's Mars.
No.
Good.
Fly the spider. I was trying to escalate, you see, but too soon. Listen, you hear? The great one rides the wind tonight. The master of life. Oh, I'm not anywhere yet. I'm a new journeyman. Soon yes, master. I promise. Renfield keeps your covenant.
Who is this great one, Renfield?
By him. The nameless one.
What?
Him. And of course you don't understand. I speak metaphorically.
Of course you do.
One day, the world will know. The scientists, the philosophers, they will understand. But you will never comprehend.
Steady, Renfield, don't be getting in an uproar.
Soon, I shall have all the lives I want.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the master promised me. Even now, we approach it.
Renfield!
Give me that back here.
Renfield!
I got him.
Who makes the villages all up for you?
Calmly, please, calmly. I will fetch the lantern. Cecilia, you and Jameson go from the terrace to the ravine, and Lord Godalming and I search the front lawn. We can close them in between us.
Oh, why did I say in general practice? Come on, Jameson.
Right then, we're away.
No, Jameson. This way.
Go.
Things you learn visiting other people's houses. Dr. Van Zandt?
Lord Godalming.
Hello, my darling. How much longer must we carry on this subterfuge? Damn Parliament, damn politics, damn Lady Godalming. Run away with me to India and live like wandering gypsies.
But Gordon, you promised. We must consider a little longer. I should be discredited by every psychologist in Vienna if it were discovered that I am the mistress of a British lord. And you, dear Gordon, would be ruined in Parliament. The Prime Minister knew of your liaison with an Austrian. And Lady Doris,
Damn Lady Doris!
Gordon,
Oh, I don't mean it. And it's such agony. My whole life's been a parade dress. The family, the title, king, country. Why can't you have some ordinary peace and happiness?
because, my lord, we are not ordinary people. We have duties. We are, I'm afraid, hostages to history.
Very well then, dear doctor. I'll keep my peace. My God, I wouldn't do this for any other woman in England.
Gordon! Helga! Are you there? Where goes Blanchard?
Duty, my dearest lord.
Off to the front lawn then, Gordon, doctor. Let's go find your prime specimen.
Gordon! Helga!
Fools! Fools! All of them fools! They're gone now, master. I've distracted them. Way is clear. Now, tell me you will fulfill your promise. Teach Renfield the secrets of life. I obey, master. I will be patient. Thy will be done.
Wilhelmina, come to me.
Hello? 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 Is anyone in? Oh, beg pardon, miss. I say, miss. Parlez-vous anglais? Sprechen Sie Deutsch? Must be some sort of trance. Well, might as well snap on the old globe before I'm chucked out.
What are you doing here? Come to that. What am I doing here?
I just got here.
Scavenger hunter, are you sightseeing?
George Car's failed. Think it's the dashed magneto. I saw your light through the fog and came up.
Motor car. Frightfully sporty, but wildly improbable. What sort of motor car?
Borrowed, actually. Whose house am I in, by the by?
Dr. Cecilia Stewart. And who are you, by the by?
What? Oh, sorry. John Harker, London Globe.
Of course. You're here to serialize my autobiography.
Why, yes, miss, that's just it.
Your tone gives you away. You've just decided I'm an inmate.
Inmate? Beg pardon.
Dr. Stewart's head of the Whitby Sanatorium.
Ah, yes, the great big gloomy heap on the hill. I knew it was in these parts somewhere. Are you a patient?
You're the reporter. Drawn inference. Any rate, you're welcome. That is, if Aunt Cecilia doesn't murder you in cold blood. Hates the press.
Doesn't everyone?
Take off your coat and warm yourself by the fire. Care for brandy. Promise to be civil and entertaining and all into secret. I'm Wilhelmina Murray.
Ah, charmed, Miss Murray.
Call me Willie. Everyone does sooner or later.
Willie? Call me Jonathan. Almost no one does. Yes to the brandy. I'm usually civil if softly approached, and I promise to be as entertaining as possible.
Capital. You may improve on a cream. Here's your brandy. And a writer's promise is a tiger's smile, as Oscar Wilde once said. I wonder where everyone is, come to think of it.
Couldn't have been the lanterns I saw at the edge of the ground as I came in.
Really? They must be chasing after the revenue again.
The who?
The local diversion.
Ah, proper inmate.
Yes. I'd rather enjoy his escapades. It lightens the hour. You don't know how dull country life can be.
Well, it's needed to be.
Are you really a reporter, or are you here to filter aliens?
It wasn't wild.
What?
A righteous promise like a tiger's smile. It wasn't wild, it was lit and straight.
It reads delightful.
Well, one tries. Now, a few explanations. What on earth were you doing as I came in?
No interviews, please. How does this work?
I'll show you. Stand over here, will you?
Right. Oh, and please excuse my running on. I tend to prattle. Was left alone as a child. They say it's compulsive.
Certainly, think nothing of it. Now, hold your head like this, chin up.
Oh, and I've had a slight temperature. It's left me a bit giddy.
Fever may have added your wit, but it's given you lovely love.
Smooth-tongued rogue. Do give me fair warning next time. I hate surprises. Was frightened by a grouse hunter as a
Now,
child.
don't move a muscle.
Jonathan,
What is it, Miss Murray? Are you unwell?
do you believe in the intervention of fate?
I never did until now. My dear girl, you're quite weak some air. Let's step out on the steps. Good Lord, look at the size of that bat! Come back! Come back! Things that go bump in the night. Vicious beast. Damn, he's blooded me. Miss Murray, are you unwell?
It's without, they say. Blood will have blood.
alive. You're milky, aren't you? Right now, I'll explain the rules. First, you must never touch Miss Wilhelmina. That's very wrong.
You please let me go.
Wrong, that's right.
Cross my heart. Now, there must have been some misunderstanding.
There always is.
Good man, what is your name?
You first.
John Hart. And you are?
I'm James, the butler. We try to make everyone feel at home here when they regain their life force. Must care for the life force. Feed it, nurture it.
Yes, but
Must sustain the life force.
Lord have mercy on a poor wayfarer.
We must come this way. How could you? Maddening. But where could Redfield be? Jason?
And your niece, I think, is named
Willie? What has happened here? And who the hell are you?
John Hart, the reporter. As I came in, your niece was frightened by a bat, and then that man came in and grabbed me.
Young man, I'll...
Deed without a name, up in the world so high, like a tea tray in the sky. Hello, everyone. What? Oh, Lord, I've nodded off again, haven't I? My apologies, Mr. Harper. I seem to be subject to fits these days.
Thank God you're all right. Now see here, Harper.
Aunt, please. Mr. Harper's a motorist in distress. He saved me from, well, rabies at the least. Now be civil. I'm sure he'll refrain from writing about us if we're hospitable.
My word as an Oxford man.
Which house?
Pardon, miss.
Corpus Christi, so.
Pleased to meet you, miss.
Glad that's settled. Now, what is an Oxford man doing reporting?
Yes, family is frightfully cut up about it.
Everything all right, Jason?
No,
He coming! He coming! He comes to judge the quick and the dead.
Who, Renfield?
Ye have eyes and ye see not, ears and ye hear not. Full, more than full. Full!
You don't mean that, Renfield.
Yes, I do. Oh, you.
Why do you say that?
I can't tell you.
You can tell me, Renfield. Why am I the exception?
Because you're chosen. I've always told you, you see. I've always thought you were special. I've always thought you... No, Master! Please, I promise I wouldn't don't punish me!
Jason!
Don't touch me! Get away from me! What blood is alive? The blood is alive.
Good evening, for I am Dracula.
Sir?
Count Dracula, late of Transylvania. As I approached, I heard the sounds of struggle.
Yes. Well, you certainly have seemed to come just in time.
You're rather surprised, this Count.
Yes. Well, we'd best be getting him back to his
I'll
cell.
need some help now.
One moment. He will go with you now.
If you say so, sir. After you, Renfield.
My there. The remarkable effect you have on the Renfield.
In my family, there are certain gifts to quiet people. Indeed, yes. My house is an ancient one. We are descended from the Hun. The blood of the Till flows in these veins.
But this is fascinating, John. You must speak further.
But I fear the company have rather the advantage of me.
Oh, silly of me. I believe you know Dr. Van Zandt. This is Jonathan Parker. I'm Cecilia Seward. And this is my niece, Wilhelmina Murray.
Charmed, Miss Murray.
I feel almost as if we have met before.
Perhaps in a dream.
Are you long in the country, Count?
Alas,
alas, no. My business here concludes itself this very fortnight, but I could not resist the chance to meet my charming neighbor, face to face, just once.
Only once? You must give us a chance to get to know you better.
Ah, but to know you, Miss Murray, I feel would take a lifetime. Perhaps several lifetimes.
So, you're only traveling a few days, Count? Pity. Traveling alone, Count?
I take pleasures in those I meet along the way, and from walking on occasion in the company of men.
So, you're saying you spend a lot of time alone, Count?
My native land has grown barren, you see. There are few of us left. I myself am the last of my line.
The very last. How that will prey upon your mind.
I say, Harker, your forehead's bleeding.
Ah, yes, but a damn bat nicked me.
A bat? Take care, Mr. Harker. Such a wound can be more dangerous than you think.
Cecilia! Cecilia! Where is anybody?
Hello, Abraham.
Hello? Now, guests. Willie, what are you doing out of bed?
It's been a very busy night. Don't worry, I feel much better now. Ah, Professor Van Helsing. This is Jonathan Harker
Good evening, Mr. Hart. Professor.
and Count Dracula.
Count Dracula.
Yes, that name is familiar.
And yours to me. I have read your works, really, with great pleasure.
Of course. I mentioned one of your ancestors. The hero of the Turkish war.
The same, Vlad Dracula. He is a legend among my people.
And among the Turks as well. Though they had another name for him.
Yes, Vlad the Impaler. Those were barbarous times. He was cruel, but just. No doubt, Professor, your studies have unveiled the many colors his memory endured.
He was splendid.
Perhaps the Count would rather not.
No, no. These tales amuse me. You will think I invent Miss Mud, but Vlad Dracula was actually said to be
A vampire.
How thrilling.
Please excuse me, everybody. Lord Godalming has not yet back. I think I should go to the end of the terrace.
Quite right, Helga. Best I go with you. Excuse me, gentlemen, but I have another guest lost out on the lawn.
Cecilia, there is some trouble.
No, it's just Gordon.
Do tell us more, Count.
But I fear these gentlemen will lack the superstitions of my backward country.
Oh, no. It's fascinating. Tell us more of your ancestor, the vampire.
Indeed. The peasants said that he drank the blood of captives, thus gaining immortality. Such legends persist to this day.
It is not said that the vampire can be killed only by a stick, driven through the heart.
Just so.
Are they not said to be shapeshifters?
To turn into beasts will, it is said of magicians. They tell this of your King Arthur's Merlin, do they not?
And do they not fear the articles of the Christian faith? The host, the holy water, and the cross?
The parish priest would have it so.
Yes, well, no myth has but some grain of truth, I think.
Vampires, blood-sucking beasts. Incredible, really, how a story grows in the telling.
The law of my poor country seems ridiculous, Mr. Hawk.
It's just that the idea is so alien to the 20th century.
I wish not to be an object of mirth.
Not me, huh?
My pride is at fault. A retiring scholar from a faraway land, I'm not at ease in company, I fear, having spent so long in study.
And you study.
The nature of life.
Dreadfully sorry, I didn't mean to start you. I just Thought I'd get another photograph to commemorate the occasion.
In my country, we keep the ancient teachings and make no claim.
Mr. Harker meant not to offend your religious views, Count. I am sure. How if we purify elementary?
Professor,
That's not to worry, my boy. There. We have resolved cultural difference.
well, that's what counts, Count. I do apologize.
Think no more.
Where did you say you were staying, Count?
For now, I have taken the castle Carfax across your charming valley.
But isn't it practically in ruins?
Yes, but it will serve. And it reminds me of my homeland and life.
You sound so sad.
I think of my country in more glorious times. Now a poor, cruel land, but the winds that blow cold across my battlements will welcome me. There I shall not be the foreigner.
Damn beasties! Wonder what sets them off.
They sing the music of olden times, when men were one with the creatures of the night. In my country, we still hear this music, though we may not know the words. Ah, but I tire you with reminiscences. Allow me to take my leave. My pleasant name.
Perhaps we shall meet again, Count.
Depend upon it.
Abrupt fellow.
Strange man.
Helga! Mr. Harper, you have chemicals to develop photograph. Yes, good. Bring them. Helga!
Was ist?
Daddy, stay with Billy. Not leave her.
That's wonderful.
Come. Mr. Harper.
What possesses the professor?
I'm sure I don't know. The Count left when he started commandeering everybody. What did you think of the Count?
I should love to study him. At close range, I should think.
Helga, do you think you could go upstairs and get my copy of the dial? I promise not to have a fit until you return.
Very well. Try and rest, Wilhelmina.
Miss Mother,
Why, Count, I thought you had left us forever.
I was very rude in my leave-taking, I fear, and very much desire your good opinion, dear lady.
And it is yours, of course. But it is I who am socially remiss. Can I offer you some sherry? Some brandy?
I never drink wine. Tonight, dear lady, I drink of your beauty and am content.
Why, Count, if it weren't for my silly malady, I think I should blush.
Ah, forgive me. I tire you with my intentions. You should rest.
Count, what do you see out there in the fog?
Destiny, Wilhelmina, come to me. Instead, this peaceful night, suspended forever, embedded in the mist, a sable world flung down before you, a coffin for the queen of night. For so you are my beloved. I have hunted down the centuries for you, thrilled by the loneliness of immortality. Soon, you shall be my bride of darkness.
Count, what means this?
You are the mistress of meaning, Fraulein Dark.
I take it to mean you have attempted to seduce a dangerously ill woman and she has fainted. Your admiration for your ancestor has led you to a sorry past, imitating his exploits in a shabby bag.
I fear you misinterpret learned faith. I beg of you to share with me your knowledge of the mind. Come, let us talk, and perhaps you can unlock the secrets of my heart.
I shall call Dr. Stewart and have you shown out.
But you will not. I knew you would not resist. Come, let us walk to the end of the terrace, and I will explain myself.
Count, you must describe me your early child.
When I was a young boy in Transylvania, I hungered for one thing.
Well, I say, are you quite all right? This is flattering. Don't you think we ought to... Oh, never mind.
Jonathan, something evil has touched me.
Oh, God, not again.
What in the hell are you up to with my niece?
Cecilia, and hurry! She's had another fit. Stop attacking me and do something for her.
Are you? Later. Cecilia, get me some brandy. Her pulse is strong, but she is in shock. Where is Helga?
Young man, what exactly happened?
Well, when I came in, she was acting rather hysterical. By the time I made sense of the situation, she fainted.
I was a fool to leave her.
What is it, Abraham?
Never mind. But if my diagnosis is correct, we are all in grave danger.
Someone will pray for this! I